Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of No Country for Otakus. I'm starting the first half of this by myself today, and then Dwayne is supposed to jump in a little later. So, the last solo show, it's gonna be it's just gonna be me at the beginning, and then it shouldn't take too long though. It should be in a minute. Happy Halloween and shit, you know. It's my little Halloween get up. I don't really do much. But just for this situation. Fix my damn camera. For this, if you could guess what I'm dressed up as for the audio listeners, you know. Yes, sir. Danger Zone. Top Gun. The only thing that sucked about this pandemic, man, is that Top Gun 2 got pushed back. And I was really looking forward for that because I'm a Tom Cruise fanboy. So I hope everyone's having a good weekend. This week we're going to cover an anime that I did not know happened. Came out in 2010. It aired between July 9th, 2010 to December 31st of 2010. Called Shiki. And it's pretty good, man. This is I haven't seen a horror thriller type anime like this since Another. So Another was another good one that I watched back in the day. This one's pretty good. It's pretty much based in a small town. People start dying, going missing, stuff, and people just start to think it's an epidemic because of the speed people were dying and how many died over a certain amount of time. And then as it goes on, people start leaving, people start disappearing, and eventually the truth comes out. And then once that happens, it unravels into a really good anime. So definitely worth the watch. It's 22 episodes. Goes by pretty quick because you're pretty much hooked in. After I say about the first 3-4 episodes, it's a little slow. Obviously, it's world building. But after those first 3-4 episodes, it's off to the races. It's pretty good. Definitely worth the watch if you haven't watched it. So I'm pretty much just going to review it here real quick. Trying to see if I'm doing it ready. And then we'll move from there. Yeah, but I would like to show the trailer, but man, the last time when I showed the trailer in the last solo show, it didn't go too well. It was hard to get that up to YouTube. I never got hit with so many copyrights in my life. I was like, oh shit. I think I showed like 3 trailers in there, 2 movies, and then the 1 anime I was doing. Also in this episode, man, I don't know if a lot of people watch Netflix. So in Netflix, there's this show called Blood of Zeus. I almost say Blood of Odin. Blood of Zeus. That was a good one. It was 8 episodes, about 25 minutes an episode. Man, the term hell has no fury as a woman in scorn. Well, let me tell you. Woo! That shit was ridiculous, man. The way Hera and stuff went. How Hera shit was acting. Hopefully I don't get in trouble. What I'm gonna do is turn the volume. Oh! a second. Get off. All right. All right. And we're back. Back again. What's up, Dwayne? Oh, they got your kids
Good
losing
man.
your shit. You calm? You calm?
As can be.
Oh, that's cool. Well, I started off the stream because it was hit at 12 o'clock. I was like, dude, if this go any later, I ain't doing nothing. I know that. So I know that y'all know a big Halloween thing over there. So and they obviously in England.
Oh yeah. So wait, today is what, the 31st?
Yeah.
So you're going trick or treating?
I'm going to hang out with my girlfriend who has a daughter at trick or treat. So I guess so. Not really though.
Yes.
Not really because a lot of people don't want to go house to house at the moment.
Yeah, but the COVID and everything.
No, so but they,
Suppose you turn up to a house and you go trick or treat and they give you like face mask.
hey, I never trick or treat a day in my
You'd be like,
I never trick or
hand
treat.
sanitizer.
I never trick or treat a day in my life. So the fact that you go to a house and someone gives you something seems like a win already.
Fair enough.
So what's going on, man? Outside of that, the usual.
Not much,
bullshit?
man. Working on the YouTube thing, the YouTube show. Working on the second book. It's been going well. Like the ideas are put together. It's just creating the environment around them now to get them out there. If I am disciplined and diligent enough, I should have another book out in January. But we'll see. I got kids.
Don't let that stop you, man.
You say that
Put the books on their
until
head.
one day you wake up. Like just now, was updating the laptop for the antivirus and stuff, and put it down on the table, out of reach. Go to the bathroom, bang, screen crack.
Your laptop
So I was
screen's
like-
cracked?
Yeah, so I was like, you know what?
Damn.
Let me just start getting ready for the podcast. This was at 4:45. It was like, I'm gonna be on time. I'm not gonna freak out. I pull up my tripod, and the base is gone. It's like, who the fuck steals bases? Like, and yeah, so yeah.
It's all
How are
good.
you?
It's all good, man. I'm good, bro. As you can see, I'm trying to be like festive. You know, this is my
Halloween kit.
Halloween kit. You know. And,
I like it. Are those your actual dog tags?
Nah, these fake as fuck. There's nothing on them.
Oh, okay.
It just says United States Air Force.
Do you have your own dog tags?
I do. They inside. I got them inside the drawer. I don't wear them.
Oh, okay.
I think the chain got popped or something,
Mm-hmm.
and that I mean, fuck them things, man. I used to be like, how wear them all the time and shit. Now they just annoyed me.
Yeah. I
But
remember I had one from when I did the private marshals in Grambling,
oh shit,
and I brought them in England. Someone stole them, man. I had them in my gym bag. I was like, who steals dog tags? Like,
you didn't have like, well, no, cause yours.
because you
yours
can't
are
wear them
different.
when you play sports.
Yeah, it's pretty much like chains. But the reason
Yeah,
I
so-
was like, because I know here they used to put your social, which is a pretty big deal here,
Exactly.
on your dog tags. But you wouldn't have a social, so. Cause
No.
you wouldn't
So
have a
it was-
social.
It only
So they
had
probably
my
stole that shit
birthday.
from the. They was like, what the fuck is this?
I know, right? Like, you can't make money from it. It's a unique piece of metal. Like, I don't know, man.
All right, so before we get to this anime, so we can start, again, this ball rolling,
Mm-hmm.
just so you understand. Well, if you don't know what that song's from, you should like jump off a cliff.
Man, you trying to get you two to bang.
No,
your
I got
ass.
30 seconds. I got 30
Yeah,
seconds.
I know. I read it.
I got 30 seconds before they start tripping. What was happening is I was showing the whole trailer in the show, and when it was by myself, and those trailers was like a minute. They got me quick.
Yeah.
Especially
So
Bandai Namco.
my Johnny Quest coming out. I don't care.
Lord. Damn, I can't believe you still use that. How long was that intro? It's like a minute.
Yeah.
This is gonna be.
But you know what? The reason why I got away with it was because I spliced in different audios from different shows.
Oh.
So there's like NBA, Jackie Chan, Stephen Chow. Yeah, it's gonna be good, man.
Oh man, that's so hype. Anyway, so Shiki, bro. Shiki. Yo, I was saying before you came on, I was like, man, I have not seen a show this good. You ever watch Another?
Another. Is that with the kid in the classroom?
Yeah, with the eye patch.
Yeah. Another 5 anime.
Yeah, this was pretty good, man.
If you like Another, man, you'll love Corpse Party.
Did I watch
Trust me, you would.
I think I watched
the one that you say you don't want to watch, but it's okay.
That art didn't help. Anyway, so go ahead and go ahead and give a spill. Says you was late. This is your
alright.
punishment.
So Shiki, man, Shiki is a top 5 for me. Like, I know we usually leave ratings to the end, but this is a really great one for me. So even when you say like, yeah, I'll watch it, I was like, cool. I finished it the next day. I was like, what?
Damn,
and then I started
all
it
22
over
episodes?
Again. Yup, all 26, 24.
Yeah, I didn't watch
the OVAs as well.
I didn't watch the OVAs around all the time.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I finished it yesterday. I finished it, last night. I finished the last 6 episodes. I was spacing them out throughout the week.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, did you give the summary already?
Nah, I was about to start, and then your thing popped up. So go ahead.
With me kissing my wife. Right, so Shiki is literally about this small village in Japan, which is being overrun by vampires. That's the short of it.
Whoa.
But
extreme short.
Like what makes the anime so good is all the philosophical and ethical touch points that it steps on. And basically there's this kid who's from the city who wants to embrace country life to an extent, and then he just realizes the whole vampire horror thing is going on, and he fights against like it's such a psychological thing. Like, he doesn't care that they're overrunning the countryside. He just cares that they're overrunning. They're destroying something that is actually kind of beautiful. So yeah, it was great, man.
What's that? You talking about Natsuno?
Yeah, Natsuno.
Okay, I want to make sure I put the right picture up. Yo, listen, bro. Listen, guys. Quality. This is such a good anime, especially because it's Halloween time here. So this is a good psychological horror thriller. That and let me tell you something. It's like you're watching it, and at first you're like, man, people like disappearing. And you get the general idea that it was like vampires, monsters was killing them, because what would happen is the person would get sick, and then a couple days later they will die. And before everyone was the doctor, because there's a doctor, Toshio, he would come and look at them and he's like, oh, this person's just anemic. Yeah, their blood pressure low and stuff. Just take these and they'll be alright. And then a couple days later, they'll die.
Dead.
So like for the first a good set of the episodes, you never actually saw the vampires actually biting people. You were just seeing people getting sick. So at first it was saying, oh, this must be an epidemic and shit. But then there was that.
They were crafty in doing it, man.
Yeah. What the thing about it is once you start, because people like what will happen is they'll die, and then spoiler alert, This thing came out 2010, so tough shit. What was happening is they would die, and then a few days later, some of them would rise again. So they started calling them risen, right? But you know what happens when you have too many? They pretty much took over the top. Like
somebody can start seeing them.
Yeah, I mean, but it's crazy because pretty much what happened, they were just taking over the town. So there was a lot less people during the day, and then at night they were walking around like it was a normal day. They were working in the offices and shit.
And it was like you see especially the part where the man got rid of the whole sanitation department except one guy, and the guy was there like, why am I the only guy working during the day? But he was right. The man was like, no, seriously, because they increased my pay, and then everybody else comes in the nighttime. Like, I wonder what they're doing at night. That must be really great. I was like, what?
Dude, that dude was literally sitting on the office by himself, man. But
yeah,
what's her name? So at the beginning, Megumi. So at the beginning, this is an annoying chick. I'm gonna be real, like, this is why you can't judge an anime off the first episode sometimes, man, because she was annoying. That girl that wanted to leave. I must go to see these lonely people. Dead. But so she was the first person.
Y'all are so boring.
Yeah, so she was the first to die. She disappeared. So she did not. You didn't, like I said, you didn't see her to get bit, but you did see like she disappeared because there's this big
like,
what going on. Then she pops up after, and then she pretty much passes away, and then she rises. And you see like. Go ahead.
It's really funny because after she rose up and she started stalking
Natsuno.
Natsuno, sorry.
Natsuno, yeah. Yo, she was stalking that dude for real, man.
I started remembering Yuki. I was like, Yuki! Yes, boy! Look at this future diary crap again.
But you know it's crafty.
Same artwork.
She wasn't as crafty as Yuki, though.
True.
But Yuki, he would have been hers if that was Yuki. Throw back to a previous episode, guys. I think it was episode 7. So yeah, man. But what was alright? So that's like all the the straight up horror section. It was pretty cool seeing all the stuff. But what was crazy is coming down to the end because they pretty much found out, hey, these vampires they was calling Shiki. Yeah. Killing people and stuff. So the villagers gang up and then like straight genocide, right? Yo, but what was killing me at first?
It took such a turn.
But where the line goes is that they were killing. At first, they were killing vampires, but they started killing regular people too.
People that get bite, or just people that was hosting them.
Yeah, or people that just like those people at the temple. The dude's mom. The monk
Sushio?
Yeah, Sushin Morio. I can't look, guys, whatever. So some dude.
Junior monk.
The junior monk. Like he so at the end he's like hiding in under like he was hiding in one of the cupboards, and the parents didn't see him come in. His mom, they killed the mom. And the gardener. And the gardener. That dude's innocent. They weren't housing nobody. And they were just hiding out in the mall. Came in there, killed them people, man. So you start to see it's like how far they were like chilling. Remember there was a scene where they were having those women were having dinner. They were having dinner and shit, man, and there's dead bodies all around them and stuff. She like picks up one of the fucking rice balls with blood on her hand. I was like, yo, they gone.
Yeah, if you had seen the OVAs, like you would have seen how that transition, because they showed two things that happened that show how it transitioned from protecting the city to straight genocide. Because in the first OVA, they were talking about, there was a scene where they went to a house with a woman and she was hosting her mom.
Yeah, I remember that chick.
So they were talking about that. They showed the story to what really happened with her and how she got killed and stuff like that. And basically all that happened was um, the mother came back. The mother didn't attack her or anything like that. And what happened is that she cut she hand, and that's when the mother react. But the mother stopped herself, and the mother was just starving to death. And she had a friend that was a hypochondriac. And when the father-in-law died, the the daughter died afterwards. The father-in-law died, the husband died, and then her daughter was killed by the vampires, right? And she freaked out, be like because the mother-in-law was a bit abusive, saying you always worrying and things like that. And she was like, look, I tell you, you should have gone to the doctor, and you hear no, my daughter dead, and the woman stabbed the mother-in-law neck till it broke.
Jeez. Right,
and then the little man, she had a son left, and she was like, all right, we'll be fine. Like, nothing ain't gonna get you. And she literally barred herself in the bathroom.
Right.
With the sunny bathtub for, I think it was like 3 weeks, with no food, no water, nothing. And the little man, so when they were walking around knocking on the doors, asking anybody if you see anything suspicious, she was like, it's okay, son, and wiped off the little man brain bead. I was like, what? So he basically ended decomposing, and she came out, and she was like, oh, why do you get to keep your family? And she snitched on the woman, and then that was when they went and killed her and her mom, and that was the first 2 victims to get killed. And then she was like, yo, like, everybody, even though we killed them all, everybody still got their families and stuff. We all need to die. And she's who started the fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So it was almost pretty much like jealousy. Yeah,
pretty much. But I think one of the biggest things that hit for me, right, was how the anime made me question certain things. Because you remember there was a scene where the guy was saying, like, why can't we get along? Why do you have to kill us?
Right.
And the fellow replied, well, why do lions chase theirs? It's just our innate thing to do.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, but we could share, like, I could use 6 of blood and stuff like that. And he was like, think about what you're saying, because you don't do that to a cow or a pig. And I was like, yo!
Yeah, he had a point, though.
That's deep.
Yeah, because the guy was like, I think it was Yusuno that was asking him. He's like, dude, well, you could just give us time for our blood to go back to normal, and then you could, feed so no one has to die. And I said, I mean, do you do that when you drain a cow, bro?
All right, then you just chop off pieces of pig. Like, no. And I was like, yo, that's so deep. And then the whole reason for why the rift between the monk and the doctor was even just as powerful to solidify that point, because he was like, the only reason we are scared is because we are not the ones who are hunting anymore. Like, we're the food source, but we step on bugs every day. Like, we treat cattle like nothing because they're our food source. So why now it is you feel the need to hunt them down because you're scared? Don't you think the animals would have been doing the same? And I was like, yo, I do not know which side to choose. I was like, yo, I'm all for, I understand this, but bruh, if you could bite me anywhere but my neck, I might be cool with it. But that neck kind of delicate. I kind of ticklish. You might bite me with the You nick a nerve and then I like paralyzed. They go, watch your feet on me. Like, nah, I can't. I know, boy, that was kind of freaky.
But that doctor was he was going stark raving crazy at one point.
No, come on, he went mad.
He went mad. He went crazy mad. But when his wife went down,
he made that decision,
and he took his wife to the base. To the I think it was the basement, pretty much where they store the dead bodies.
Yeah.
And she woke up and he had her strapped down. And my boy did every experiment you could think of.
2 weeks. I say I inject them with chemical. he bit that hammy is when the man cut that she vajayjay. I was like, yo, like he was serious. Like
That boy
he ain't
tried
skipping.
everything. Then he
He ain't
staked her,
skipping nothing,
and
boy.
then the monk came. The monk came over. I saw
Yeah,
the
me.
blood. He was like, "Nope, I fucking dip." He's like, "Nah."
Your mom's like, help me clean this up.
Yeah,
Like,
he must have good. Hey, welcome. Help me clean this up. Monk's like,
nah, bro.
fucking dip. He headed out, bro. I was like, man, that shit crazy.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you understood it more than me. What I didn't really understand is why Sukino, the leader of the coven, started feeding on him.
You wait, feeding on the doctor?
On the monk.
Oh well, from what I understood, because the werewolf. So there's werewolves, which is technically just a like almost like a subspecies.
General.
Pretty much like a subspecies.
Episode 3.
Supposed to be like a species is the Shiki, which to me they were like improvement because they could walk around during the day. They still had pulse.
Yeah, they were hybrids.
And, but back on your point, for what I understood, I think is because when they first met, I think he had already known. Cause remember, he's like, I think that you were Shiki. When she was about to bite the shit out of his neck.
Yeah.
I think she fell for him because he never treated her any differently.
Yeah.
Even though he knew what she was. And most of the time when people find out with that, they had that, oh my god. So that's what the werewolf dude said at close to the end when they was hiding out in the basement.
Yeah.
But let me tell you. So just jumping around, bro. The guy was like, I don't understand. You're one of us. When the werewolf dude with the blue hair, he and Yusuno were fighting, and they fell in the pit. And the guy was like, "So this was your plan all along? Pull out the fucking dynamite." He's like, "Yeah." Oh well. He was gonna die. You might say, "Aren't you afraid of death?" He's like, "Dude, I died years ago." So that boy was suicidal.
Yep, that's the other thing. It had points where it was talking about people who were suicidal.
But he thought far ahead because he let old dude kill him. His best friend. He let him suck him dry. So he didn't actually die. He almost died, but he woke up as a werewolf. And then his pops, poor guy.
Yo, his pops went off me.
Nuts.
When I first watched it, I thought the pops had got turned as well. But then when I watched it a couple more times, I was like, no, the dad commits suicide. Because the wife,
he lived, man.
No, he killed himself.
Dude, he got on the bus at the end. Unless he died in the OVAs, he got on the bus in the end, man. Remember the two kids, the orange hair kid. Man, I wish I should have wrote that.
Yasuro.
Right, and his sister, they both lived, and they got on the bus at the end. Cause remember the whole art. So pretty much at the end, they win, but no one really wins because the whole fucking town gets burned to the fucking ground.
Yep, because of that crazy lady.
Yeah, because
seriously, you gotta watch it over here. Like, you could see she was mental from beginning.
Yeah. And then, so a redheaded lady lived, the pops lived, Yusuno's father lived, and then the two kids lived. So only four. And one of the nurses.
Yeah, the big nurse.
Yeah, she lived. So like 5 people made it out, like that didn't actually like massacre and murdered everybody. They were the only people that, because like remember everyone else rode off in the truck. They had, and then obviously this chick, this little girl, I call her the first vampire, and
and the monk, they
drove off. So
is he a general or just a normal vampire?
Yeah, he a general. Well, we call him generals then. He a general.
Okay. Because I was like, he got the eyes of a vampire, but he's out in there like.
Yeah, yeah. He's 'cause remember the blue hair general say you don't actually have to fully die
Yeah.
to turn into a werewolf or general. I can't
Yeah,
really
yeah,
call it
yeah.
general. Right. Yeah, so he turned while he was bleeding out.
hmm
While he was bleeding out, he turned.
He turned, yeah.
And then
I
he
remember
healed,
that
and
bit.
then he went and killed that big motherfucker that was
Yo, he
OP.
was killing
Bro, he was
everybody.
everybody, bro.
The man was like, drag him out, kill him. The man was like, yo, but that's your son. It's my responsibility.
That's my
Sledgehammer.
responsibility.
But
Man, I said, well, it is. But then it turned into fury for him after because pretty much he was like, no father should die before his son. So he took that to heart,
yeah,
even though he killed him, as he was wrecking
yeah,
everything, man. And then he had the girl dead to rights. He had the first
he
vampire
did.
dead to rights. But oh
He
boy,
could have. But as usual, everyone gets saved when you start monologuing.
when you start
I kind of
monologue,
feel you should kill people, then monologue.
and then monologue.
Don't monologue first.
He started
Man
because
was like, we have a countryside rules, unspoken rules that you should never. Dead. I was like, what? No, I wanted to see him. In fact, let me not say that.
so you wanted her to die. You wanted the
I
little.
wanted to see him beat the hell out of her.
I knew that.
Because he also made a really good point. He said, look, you here scared for me to kill you, but you went around strategizing on murdering a whole town.
Yeah.
And then he said, like, the way he said his statement, he was like, look, if y'all had just come to us and said, hey, we want to share, we would have found a way to welcome you, but you destroy the laws that everyone was living by. For that, there is no mercy.
Oh,
like,
he was right.
You are forsaken.
He was right, but he talked too long.
Yeah.
And like most anime and stuff, you saw that coming from a mile away, dog. Like once they kept flashing back to the monk, and
I wanted at least 2 punches in, like disfigure your face. Work him.
It flashed to the monk.
Work him some more.
Flash to her. Flash to the monk. Flash to her. Just about to die. I was like, and now, chop. I was like, yep, just on time. So yeah, this was it was a twist, man. It was a good excellent.
It was a great anime.
It was a great anime, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. What's crazy is the doctor. So his mom's a bitch, right?
Straight up.
His mom, I get, married. Pretty much was married into money and stuff, super rich and shit. Man, she got murdered, brutal.
Yeah, boy. Make cut she up. And then tell you she will never turn. We didn't bite her.
Yeah, we didn't bite her. We just beat her.
Yo.
And then I guess the sun rose around the time, so he went and hid in the closet, and that's when the big guy had to kill his son. So it was the dude's son that did it.
Yeah.
But pretty brilliant, man. How they before it started going like crazy. It was actually pretty smart how the doctor was able to expose everyone.
Oh, she's in tachycardia. Check her pulse. There's no pulse. Oh, so she must be a vampire.
She must be arisen.
Yeah.
She killed your daughter. Yo, talk about that. Megumi died. Damn.
Yo.
Run over by a tractor?
I actually, that was justified.
Oh,
she
was horrible.
Caused most of those problems.
Well, she was so obsessed with old dude that she was killing people that showed him any affection. That's why she killed the first dude. That remember he was staying over and then he had that sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
And she came in there drain old boy, man.
She was like,
talking about that,
I hate everybody city.
He was an interesting character, man, because every time
him and his girlfriend, they were the only ones that chose to starve at the end.
Yeah, well, she chose to starve from the beginning, and then she pretty much brought him back because he was hating himself the whole time, man. I know That boy has so much regret. Like some of the other vampires were like taking joy in doing all the murder and shit.
Yep.
But he was not happy, man. He was not happy, bro. Like, God.
I think he was one of the ones that, because he attacked two people, Natsuno and another guy, and then he was like, "Yo, I can't do this," and that's when the lead woman start feeding him
Yeah.
from the bottle, and I was like, "Yo, like, dude, you just might kill yourself." Like,
Well,
you
I
there
honestly
for
believe
weeks.
I honestly believe he was gonna do something like that. I thought he was gonna like run and impale himself on something.
Yeah,
But then
for weeks the man was regretting everything, but I was like, "Yo,
he
you
put
can't
put
handle this, B."
he put daisies outside the dude's window.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, he was so broken. He was like, I'm so sorry. I was like,
They might kill people. I went to church. Stop. The man was like, "Wait, aren't you afraid of the church?" Man, I was like, "It doesn't matter. I need to respect."
punishment, divine punishment. So
Listen.
and then yeah, that was pretty cool because the big nurse, she was in the corner and they had give her to the.
I thought she was dead, B.
I thought so too, but it was.
Them
That's why I
vampire
thought that
dogs.
scene was powerful because the girl was like, I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna hit myself like how you hit yourself. And the only thing that was sad is that they didn't die from thirst. They got
Yeah,
they got
Romeo
they got
that kind
they
of
got
thing.
the steak.
Yeah.
They got
But
the
at least
steak.
the died hold their hands.
Yeah. They died together. They accepted they were gonna die, but I thought they would have died from thirst. Unless they did die from thirst, and then they just impaled them just to make sure.
Yeah, because they weren't moving when they got found.
Oh, okay, so yeah, they
So
probably
maybe.
died from thirst.
Yeah.
So
I do respect. I do respect. I do like the fact that they brought them on the structure together because they knew they were a couple before and they died as a couple. So I thought that was pretty cool. Then after that, we made genocide.
Genocide, man.
Listen, murder everybody, even in the same OVAs, right? They found a couple people, a couple vampires hiding in sewers. They went in the sewers and found them, right?
Right.
Two people got bitten, and this teenage dude was enjoying murdering people. And the man was like, "Yeah, them get bitten, them me change." And the man was like, "No, because the doctor said you need to get drained."
Yeah, you
I
have
was
to
like,
die.
"Nope, I never heard that." And then he looked at another fellow that wasn't there for the interview, and he was like, "You hear that?" And I was like, "Nah, I never heard that." And I was like, "Murder them." Listen, if a little boy had blood splatter on him from a vampire, the man murdered the man. Like it became so, as you said, genocidal. It was crazy.
it shows when like all right, it started off for what we gonna say right now is a noble reason, but
Yep.
then
We saving the town.
we saving the
getting rid of
town,
pests.
we getting rid of the vampires, but then you start to see the change from we're doing what's necessary to we're just doing this now. We're killing anything.
Vengeance.
That like I said, they started killing. Once you start killing like regular people, because the doctor kept saying he's like, no, then that's murder. Because I guess they were saying like if you kill a vampire, it's cool, but you know if you kill like, a regular person, that's murder. But they started killing regular people left, right, and center. Oh, you're not with us? All right, go ahead and hold this. Go ahead and get this smash it. And just the way they were killing vampires, think you're doing that to a regular person? Dude, God, they were smacking people with like hoes and fucking sledgehammers and shit.
And then doctor started to realize everything that the monk was telling him. Like, if you start doing this, there's no line to define right from wrong.
Yeah, they ran past that line.
But then that's another moral question.
Collect $200.
What defines right from wrong? Because if you use biblical terms, Cain killed Abel, and Jesus had to tell him, "Yo, that wasn't cool."
Well, talking about that in that show in that anime, they used the
they
kid and Abel.
wrote a story. Yeah,
I was like, the guy's like, "Yeah, I'm writing a book." You know, and he tells the story of Cain and Abel. I was like, "This motherfucker plagiarism." Get his
Copyright
ass!
lawsuit.
Lawsuit. So that was pretty cool, man. I'm gonna be real. So hey,
Yeah, because they kind of looked at it from a different perspective.
hey, I gotta use the bathroom real quick. If you want
Do
to
your thing,
ramble
man.
on, like give your ratings and
Ramble.
shit.
Okay, so my ratings for Shiki, man.
Forgot to take the headphones off.
Getting old, man. Right, so my rambles for this anime, the intro was very, very interesting. It wasn't like death metal or something like that. It was a local Japanese band that played. I give it a 5, and the artwork and stuff is really good. I give that a 5 as well. The artwork reminds you of, I think, as Sean said in Future episode 6 or episode 7, Future Diary. The closest I could think popular is Yu-Gi-Oh, but I give it a 5 as well. The story was brilliantly, brilliantly written, and it actually give me some insight for a comic that I'll be working with Sean with, and some background material how I want to approach things. So I give the story a 5 as well. Music, the score, the music wasn't really that memorable. The story itself was more captivating, so you didn't really hear the music, to be honest. So music, I give it 3. Overall, I give it all a 5 out of 5. It literally is in my top 10 anime.
Okay.
Can't remember if it's above Death Note or under Death Note.
Ooh. Death Note. I'm actually surprised. Well, does that even need a review? Actually, so legendary.
No.
If you haven't seen Death Note by now,
I prefer if we just did anime that no one will really look at.
I agree. Even though we have done a couple popular ones.
Because the popular ones that we did, I realized we did it because they shocked. Like, something happened in it that we were like, oh my god. Like, for example, episode 2, first 12 minutes. Holy crap! Goblins ripping a woman.
Goblin Slayer.
Yeah, so I don't think we've done any of the popular ones outside of that, except Millionaire Detective. But even that
Millionaire Detective popular
really
to us,
popular.
but that not popular. Like
exactly.
Like that shit was good though, wasn't it?
All right, so what do you get, Shiki, man? What's your ratings?
So, story, gotta get that boy a 5, man. Such for 24 episodes. I didn't see the 2 OVAs, but 24 episodes. But so much was packed in there with the different. Hey, how far is too far? You know.
Yeah.
Are you actually good? You know, and then the fact that no one got the small tongue after it's all said and done. So pretty much the tongue got lost even after everything. So no one won.
The transition between having a noble cause to actually you're just straight up a murderer.
Pretty much.
Like,
you see
that segment with the doctor, his transition into that actually reminded me of the Injustice comics where Batman and Superman had the argument, like, if I didn't kill him, what would you have done? And Batman was like, I would have killed him, but I would have done it the right way because you stand for something so much more.
What's the right way, though?
Exactly.
Exactly. I think what a lot... like Injustice. Look, man, I think a lot of people need to understand that even though he's Kryptonian, he was raised by humans, but he's still human. Like, he grew up in Kansas. It was funny every time he started. All right, this is segue. every time he started to come back to the light side, Wonder Woman was like, "Do you really want to?" And then he like got right back, start murdering people.
Yeah, B.
Anyway,
she was that devil on his shoulder.
Hardcore.
Cause she.
Dwayne.
Yo.
Dwayne, that's a whole episode discussion on that whole story arc, man.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm actually gonna read them this week. Finish them because they got part 3 and 4 out now.
Yeah,
I don't know if they can do it for the video game.
Yeah, they ramp it. I think it's the last video game about to come out, sometime in the future.
When the arc finally finished.
Yeah, because they're doing this. They're doing the comics right now.
Let me get he ass burst
again. Anyway, so
no.
Characters.
No.
Can I finish my ratings before we start rambling, man?
Sorry.
I'm trying to finish my ratings.
That's true, because we got to ramble about Greek mythology.
Yo! Alright, so characters. There's a lot of strong characters in here. Obviously, like every anime, the characters have special hair.
Yeah, like
his hair's purple. He's mean. Megumi, pink hair. The Doctor had like brown hair, but it was all spiky and shit.
But Yasuro had orange hair.
Yeah. So. And
then the original Jinro had blue hair. with part of the hair looking like dog ears to signify, yes, I am a werewolf.
Yeah. That was the giveaway. That was the giveaway. So, characters, gotta go with a solid 4.5.
Oh wow. Megumi is that
Megumi,
0.5?
bro. Megumi, bro. Oh my god, fuck that woman. Megumi took 0.5 off because she was annoying. But her death was kind of as messed up as this song, satisfying. The conclusion, I think as much as we wanted to see the first vampire girl die,
work him.
it all worked. It ended pretty good. Like I actually like the ending.
Yeah.
You know, with the city burning, with the town burning down, everyone having to leave. Yep. Pretty much 99% of the vampires dead.
Animal Farm, man.
Pretty much. So, I give that a 5. That was weird. And then, yeah. So I think that's it. Story, characters thing. Music wasn't really a big factor in this one. So
exactly. That's what I said. Like the story was so impactful, you didn't hear anything.
Yeah. So we could pretty much just forget about that. Probably like a 2 or some shit. Like,
nah, I gave it a 5 because it didn't distract from anything.
Oh.
And then there was one song that stuck out. Da-na-na-na. When there was a philosophical moment, like, I can't die, I must live. So, yeah. So, right. Overall, you get 5 out of 5?
Yeah, this is another one, classic. There's another classic one here. Dwayne's little kids running around the house. There's another classic one here for the books. Very serious. It's not one of those anime that has a lot of like joking and stuff in it. Also at the beginning there was a little bit when Megumi was complaining about the tongue, but outside of that it was pretty chill. It was pretty chill. I think I'm like dropping rates here at a rapid rate. No, internet, don't fail me now.
That's fine.
Outside of that, yeah, I give it a 5. It's definitely one of the horror-wise. It's definitely one of the top ones I've ever seen. Obviously, I don't put it in my top. It won't be. I don't. It's not exactly in my top 5, but it's like overall. But it's definitely a must watch if you haven't seen it.
We need to do a top 5.
Oh, top 5? You know how hard that shit is.
All right, we need to do a top 10. Your top 10 versus my top 10.
Okay.
That'll be a really low anime, though. You'll have to strengthen it. Anyway.
No, exactly. If you're just doing 10, it will have the once you say what it is. Like if you say number 10, you will have to like quickly just say what you think about it and just move on. Like.
Yeah, go straight to the ranking bit.
Right. Anyway, so okay, so that's it for Shiki. Be sure to catch it. It came out. All the episodes are out. Apparently, I should have watched the OVAs, which I didn't do. So be sure to catch the OVAs as well. All right. So moving on to our second one. Net. Yo, shout out to Netflix. They dropped.
And Pablo Paladides, creator, whoever.
Okay.
Ah, boy. Sean's gone.
Wait, give me a
Oh,
second.
he's still there.
Did I disappear?
He froze.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm getting some frame issues over here. All right, so the collective no country for Otakus rankings list. This is Edwin, top 10 with your choices weighed in. Oh, okay, cool. Hey Edwin,
Hey, Edwin!
am I freezing on your side? Dang. Let's see, dude. I'm dropping frames like a motherfucker. This gonna look shitty on YouTube. Anyway, all right. Blood of Zeus. Did I freeze again?
No.
Blood of Zeus, dog.
We didn't get the zoom.
You haven't moved since 1977. What? 1997? Damn, I've been frozen that long? Fuck. How was the audio? Damn, that sucks. This edit gonna be. Hopefully the audio is good. Like, can I get the audio so I can at least put it on Anchor? Did you hit record?
No, that's what I just said.
Well. Okay. Well, at least he said the audio is good, so I could get it off of Twitch. Anyway.
Yeah, we'll just post a picture of Shiki and talk through it.
Yo, listen, man. What you think, bro?
Yo. I mean, all right. Let me start with the ranking first. Overall, I get a 3 out of 5.
3?
3.5.
Run away, man. Run away, Dwayne.
No, seriously, because halfway, like close to the end-ish, it was just like there wasn't a lot of this stuff wasn't. It didn't serve any purpose. I was like, yo, like, well, just get to the point.
It's a multiple season, so.
Yeah, so I mean, why try to dry out? Just if you know that you can end it in 6 episodes, end it in 6 episodes, because it was great up until the point where they start adding things that either didn't make any sense or they built up.
You gotta be more specific, man.
Okay,
because I don't know where you at. I don't know what you mean.
Okay, so like the Field of the Dead, like all throughout episodes 4, 5, and 6, they was talking about the Field of the Dead, the land in which the giants died and stuff like that. They were really building it up, and then the walk through it was 2 minutes. So I was like, yo, you had that could have been a really powerful segment of the story, like the Field of the Dead, show why people, and then too, like, people was turning or dying, and you didn't really understand how they were.
They look back.
Yeah, they look bad.
Like
but what was happening? Were they turning into parts of the giants?
Like
were they turning into stones?
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, but it was left to your imagination to do, and to me, that wasn't a segment that should have been left to your imagination, because it was part of making the story stronger. That was me looking at it from a storytelling kind of segment. But other than that, I glad her and my wife, boy.
I got my theories on that shit. So.
Well, what about Hera?
I don't agree with what she did, but I understood.
Yeah,
I understood what
Zeus messed up.
I understood what pushed her to that extreme. Because, all right, so there's a part in there where he's training Heron, and he's like, even Hercules and Perseus,
Theseus, Hermes, Apollo, Hephaestus. Oh God, there's somebody else. Poseidon's wife, Aphrodite. No, that's Hephaestus' wife.
I was like,
Poseidon's
wrong,
wife
wrong,
is the
wrong, wrong
siren.
woman
Yeah, the siren. Bruh, 8 women.
that we know of.
8 eons.
That we know of.
That we know of.
Right. So, like she said, this is the last time. So at that point, I was
You
like,
will never do this again.
but
I thought she was gonna murder Olympus.
finish your rating so I could go.
Um, I give it a 5.
The show?
Yeah, I give it a 5.
I thought you said 3.
Yeah, I give it a 3.5. 3.5. Sorry. For some reason, I was thinking Shiki again. I was rating the murderous intent of Hera. Yes, the murderous intent of Hera was 5. That was enjoyable.
Oh Lord.
But 3.5.
All right, so I'm a little more lenient. God damn. Yeah, I'm dropping pretty bad here. I give it a 4.
Mm-hmm.
The story of Heron is, I mean, it was cool. I actually like Perseus more, but that's a different story. It was pretty cool, man. I thought it was fun. It was a fun 8 episodes burned that through in one day. I was just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And also it was cool to see like the him and the his brother, how the paths that they went.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, Hell got no. This is the epitome of hell has no fury, like a woman in scorn. God damn! Like you know when you gonna burn the entire earth because your boyfriend, literally because your boyfriend cheated on you, your husband cheated on you. Yo,
the woman unleashed hell on the entire earth. B.
Hera was petty. I was like, she could just. I was like, you could go and sleep around too,
Or murder every woman that he ever looked at.
Well, she was trying to kill a little girl, but she couldn't find her.
She still got she killed.
Yeah, she still got her, but
or like stab out his eyes, like how they do in God of War, and then the eyes was just lightning, so he was mostly hearing. I mean, she was petty, boy. And then all she wrapped days went on the sons that she personally adopted. Do you remember, like, she kept walking past Apollo and Hermes, like, bastard children. she was pissed. She was pissed.
But it just continues to show that, fuck Ares.
No, yeah, but Ares is a bit.
He a bit, bro. I was like, how you the God of War, bro? But the whole thing, even in, was it Attack on Titan? Fuck. Was it Wrath of the Titans? So what was the first?
Wrath of the Titans. That was Attack of the Titans.
Attack of the Titans. Wrath of the Titans. So Wrath of the Titans Part 2. Even in that, the whole reason that he joined up with Hades and shit to release that Titan was because he was jealous that his son, that Zeus was favoring Perseus in the movie. So in the fucking anime, he was like, "Oh, so you like Heron, huh? All right." He ran a teamed up. And what about your boy?
Poseidon. I know. I was waiting for you to ask that question.
Wait, before you get to that, Edwin. Yep, yeah, it does track God of War being a dick. Sounds about right. Yeah, go ahead. What you was gonna say?
So Poseidon, man, I'm happy that he doesn't look like an absolute weakling, and they showed how powerful he could be.
Yeah.
However,
he didn't really play much of a factor, man. To the end,
he didn't really play much of a factor, and he didn't seem to have a backbone. Because usually, in all the Greek mythology stories you read, Poseidon and Zeus are pretty close. But Zeus would never talk to Poseidon the way he did in Blood of Zeus.
Yeah.
Like, because everybody knew, like, Poseidon was that dude that would slap you in the face easily. Whereas in this one, they made him look like he was really old and he just wasn't about fighting anymore.
Yeah, he was like...
Because even when he said, because Zeus was like, oh, So only a fool would trust Hera, and he was like, "Nah, bro. Only a fool would piss you off.
Piss you off, yeah.
I just be a neutral, like." So yeah, it was kind of understandable.
Yeah, he was neutral until he found out that Hera, I will give you the sea. He
No,
came back to
won't.
Zeus. He's like, she gave them your precious ocean. I was like, ah. No, I was like, as I was watching that, I was like, Dwayne gotta be pissed. He's like, no.
I was like, really, man? Just.
Yo, what about that Amazon girl, man? Hey, go ahead, Rod. You didn't like her, huh?
No.
Why? Why you didn't like her?
What did she do?
Just be a badass?
She's not really, you know. She fought Cerberus and ran. She fought the demons and ran. And then she fought the lead antagonist and ran. Then she ran through the field. Then she ran from battle with the Minotaur. And she ran from battle with the Centaur. Yeah, pretty much. She should be a track athlete. That was what I was thinking.
I saw a different person, but it's whatever. I thought she was pretty cool because in fact I don't think Heron obviously blessed with the power of the gods, even though he showed it at the end. When Zeus pretty much kicked the fucking bucket, and Hera escaped one hand.
That pissed me off.
That's what Zeus died and she lived.
Nah, B, you talk all this shit, cause all this havoc, and left. Like, not even like gods rally with me. Like, no.
Ooh.
See ya.
Hera?
Yeah.
But she got no gods. She got no gods on her side by that point.
I was like, you.
Outside of God of War, and even he did. Cause you didn't see him. Like once the giants got to the fucking Olympus and started fucking shit up, like all the gods went back to the god side and started fighting against the right. And she was all about it up to the point when Zeus turned around, cause she was the giant turned around obviously and betrayed her. We all saw that shit coming.
Yeah. And
then Zeus ended up having to save her, and by that he got clinched. And then he used his last power to blow that fucking thing in half. And then at that point you just saw instant regret in her face. And then she lost her hand and she dipped. Yeah, like you said, that part was like, man, where's the strength of your conviction, huh?
Yeah. Where's the fury?
Where'd the fury go? That fury disappeared real quick.
I used to be the queen before I married you. Used to.
Hey, well. She had them flashbacks. I love flashback. Love. Beautiful love. He gave her the wink, dog. I'm going to give you this dick. Anyway, so. What do you think about Heron, man? As a demigod, packed up against some of the other demigods we've seen or known about. He was one of the. To me, he was one of the least.
Honest,
he was one of the least temperamental ones. God damn, bro, he was so angry.
Exactly, and the thing is, I don't know why. I up to this moment, I can't really understand why.
His anger.
Go ahead.
The thing about it is, he was like, "Well, you was never here, dude." He was there as the old man. He obviously couldn't hang around as the god of thunder. But he was there. It wasn't like he wasn't there. So I was like, and then you throw away the only sword, the only weapon that could fucking defeat everything, the sword that his dad made for him, the old man.
Because like Zeus gave Perseus a horse with wings. You get freaking Griffin, me.
He gave him a sword too. The retractable sword.
Yeah, the sword. Oh, the retractable sword, yeah.
Right, and then then he got the shield. Well, I'm not going off the actual mythology.
Yeah, he got the shield from the spider bat.
Yeah, and then he went and got the head. Release the Kraken on these.
He had to earn everything. Zeus pretty much went like, "Yo, we can't repeat history. Here's a sword that will destroy anything you even look at." I don't want that. You were never for me.
Like the only
What?
person that really should be like I understood his. Well, he didn't even had nothing against Zeus. Honestly, he just wanted to kill his uncle. Was well, yeah, his uncle was the brother.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
I understood his rage, especially because he never really. He was a wild kid, man. He had bears for best friends and shit.
his rage was understandable.
That's what I
yes.
meant. His rage made sense. I understood his rage.
Heron was like, nah, bro.
He was just being childish for a bit.
He was like, oh, you put my mother in a bad bed. Do you understand Heron would have murdered all of you? Like,
he kept trying to tell him, he's like, dude, I did this to protect you, like, for real, though. Like, because Hera was searching for them fools, bruh. She even killed him. She even almost killed the brother.
Yeah.
And the brother did nothing. He's the most innocent. If you think of it. But he was mad for no reason. But it was actually pretty cool to see how they got off the ship, though.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. In terms of ranked against all the other demigods, Perseus and Theseus is my two favorite.
You know, a lot of people get mad at that shit because, bruh, like I saw this argument online. So people, they were going on about Perseus. It's like some women were like, he's a piece of shit, blah blah blah, because he killed Medusa.
Really?
But because the story of Medusa is pretty tragic, right? But you don't get mad at Perseus. Get mad at who was it? Aphrodite? Get mad at that bitch.
Yeah.
Wasn't it her that turned her into that fucking thing? After she was it her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Athena.
Athena. My bad. I want to apologize.
Athena was married to Poseidon, and Poseidon slept with Medusa because she was.
Well, she wasn't
pretty.
Medusa then, but yeah.
Right, and she was like, "No man will ever look at you the same again."
I turned her into one of those types.
First of all, that story is so confusing because Athena is Zeus' daughter.
Dude.
And then just
stop right there, bro. They're so. Oh God. The frames. Anyway.
Oh my word, it was crazy, man. But yeah, and that is stupid, man. Perseus to me was the best. Like Heron, I don't even rate him over Percy Jackson.
Isn't the Percy Jackson story? Isn't he Poseidon's kid?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. I was like, wait, he had nothing to do with Zeus. Okay.
Yeah, he was Poseidon's kid.
You don't like Hercules?
Not over Perseus or Theseus. And then Disney destroyed the story. Jesus Christ.
You didn't like the Disney Hercules story? That shit was funny.
Every time I think of Hercules, I think of the Mulan song. But
we are be a man?
Yeah.
What's wrong with be a man?
Be a Man is a great song. I don't like the animation. I don't like Mulan, but I like that song.
Man, bro, we don't agree on shit sometimes, man.
I know, right? But every time I think of Hercules and remember him going through the training, and I hear the song, I hear the bass, the core fundamentals from Mulan. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah,
I'm like,
okay. I see what you're saying.
Like you die lazy Walt. Like you gonna charge me £13 to bring my fucking kids to a movie and then show me the same song with an actual man this time? You worthless son of a.
So Edwin said, I just accept that I don't want to watch Mulan, Hercules, or Hunchback.
What, the live action?
Man, I like the live action Mulan's trash, but the cartoon
Mulan. Yeah.
I like the cartoon Mulan, but the thing is, like, all of these shows I grew up with, I had them on VHS and shit.
Mhm.
So I'm like, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I actually like the animations. I just don't like that they're trying to
Yeah.
make all the live actions outside of
Yeah.
Maleficent. I actually like Maleficent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maleficent is really good, but Maleficent was never a cartoon though.
No,
So
no. But
that's
she fucking got murdered in Snow White. Was it Snow White? Sleeping Beauty?
yeah.
They killed her ass in
Yeah.
the cartoon.
From the very beginning.
So,
So yeah, Maleficent is pretty cool.
but yeah.
Um.
But when it comes down to the Greek kids that I know of, I don't know a lot about Greek mythology.
Mhm.
I actually know more about the Norse mythology. I read books and shit on that. But as for the Greek,
I'm actually reading that book now.
as for the Greek, yeah, Heron's story is he's okay. Uh, Perseus one was pretty cool. I actually like Hercules the but it's crazy because how they depict him in like cartoons and stuff. He's like normal. The Zoo, Hercules in mythology, he's pretty much a fucking giant with a big ass club.
Yeah, he's a giant.
So that's pretty interesting. But hey, I like I said, I give it a 4. Dwayne said give it a 3.5. But it's a good watch. 8 episodes, knock that out in a weekend.
Yeah, man, and it does cover some background on Greek mythology and stuff if you're ever interested, like the Pleiades, the Pioneers, which is control your dreams.
I have no idea what this.
I am very interested to see what they did with Hades because all through I was like, yo,
Hades
his
and
true brothers, like, where's the third? Like, why is he in the background behind all this? Like, I actually feel Hera ran to him. But then, if that's the case, Persephone gonna be pissed. And she gonna wreak hell. She's worse than Hera. Well, in Greek mythology, so it's like, oh my god, more destruction.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to season 2.
Yeah, it should be great.
Whenever it comes out.
I'm just really pissed off because season 1 just came out, and I'm like,
yeah, you know how Netflix do, bro. We're gonna be 2020
until next year.
Next year, shit. We might gotta wait until 2022 for that whole.
It's true.
Just imagine. Just think of how long is it taking them to release Castlevania.
I know, right?
I need and just to go on Castlevania, like the last season didn't even feel like it was really a season. It was like almost like a filler. Hey, just hold this right here. Stay happy, and we'll get back to you.
We'll see you soon.
Man, I hope this thing record pretty good because my fucking right now.
Oh man.
Like it's pretty bad now. It's like dropping crazy. So I think we'll go ahead and wrap up here at the end.
Wrap up.
We also been going for like an hour or something, and
yeah.
Right now, my shit's fucking up, man.
So, all right, that's cool. You got some trick or treating to do.
Well, I gotta do my errands and shit, and then I'm gonna go head up to the girlfriend and hang out with the kids.
Trick or treat.
The good thing about I'm not even gonna say that here.
Yeah, please don't.
Hey guys, happy Halloween to all my American friends.
Yeah, happy Halloween. If you're like me and you're an absolute coward, just do what I do. Watch every movie with a knife in your hand and keep the kids locked behind their doors.
You silly.
Or, secondly, if you want to get the kids early to bed, show them the first 15 minutes of Michael Myers movie. Promise you, it works. I'll actually send you a video, Sean. It is beautiful. You want to get to sleep? I was like, oh, I can do what my father did to me. Here, watch it. He was out. He was like, nope, happy place.
What the fuck?
It was glorious. Oh my word, yes.
You be tormenting your little people, man. I can't deal with you, bro. All right, so Edwin said, or be like me, a psychopath, and play Resident Evil 7 in VR with noise canceling headphones.
Man, you crazy. If you really want to push it, play Resident Evil 2. Cause even on PS4, that crap was scary. I can't imagine it in VR.
That new one was pretty nice from the remake. Did you watch the? Did you see any of the remake gameplay?
I see some of it,
It's
and
pretty good, man.
it was really captivating, man.
It was really good, man. I ain't played. I watch a walkthrough because I don't already play games like that. But it was really good, man.
Nice.
Anyway, so we're gonna jump off here, guys. I hope this thing at least got the audio down so that I could throw it up on Anchor.
YouTube.
And YouTube, there might not be any video. We just stick a we just put a logo. I just have the audio like how they usually do. But anyway, guys, like I said, have a good weekend. Enjoy yourself. Be safe out there. And until next week, peace.
See ya.